In the name of God, hello my dear friends, I hope you're feeling well. Today I'm here with a special tutorial. I want to change up the way I teach. We've been making things like scrubbies, loofahs and other stuff for a while, and we've also been crocheting some mandalas. Now let's crochet a few more mandalas. Among all these pieces we're making previously, but now I want to change my approach a bit and introduce a few mandalas to you. I've crocheted a lot of mandalas. I've made some of them using Vita brand yarn. This is the Vita brand single strand macrame yarn, which comes in a lot of different colors. This brand is called Paria. This is the Paria semi-strand, which is often used to crochet mandalas with mercerized thread. But for teaching purposes, I prefer to use the single strand Vita brand, though there are other brands as well. There are many brands you can use, like these Paria ones or other brands, but today I've brought you a different kind of crochet today. Look, I crocheted this mandala or wall hanging using needle thread. Now some people might laugh and say, is this really a mandala? But it turned out well when I made it, and it looks nice. I crocheted 11 rounds of this and decorated parts of it with wooden beads. Look. I used this yarn. I crocheted it with this yarn. Now, since I made it a while ago, I don't remember the brand, I forgot it. I made this with needle thread, which is also used for making dish scrubbers. I crocheted this with needle thread. It turned out really nice. Now look at this. Look at this one. This one is made with yarn too. This is made with single needle macrame yarn, the same Vita brand. This is the Sarv mandala. Let me set this aside so you can see this one better. Since it's a bit small, you can't see all of it clearly. This is the Sarv mandala. I've made a lot of mandalas throughout my life. Gabriel mandala, pine mandala. I've made a lot of mandalas. Now I'll try to introduce each one to you, and hopefully we'll try to make a few of them together. Now I want to make this one, the Zahra mandala, which is made in Zahra, and I'm going to make it with one of these single strand Vita brand yarns. I've chosen this lilac color, which is also from the Vita brand. I've used the Vita brand in lilac color, and with a number 2 crochet hook I want to crochet this very beautiful mandala. Of course, this is Zahra's mini mandala that I want to crochet, my dear friends. One thing I forgot to tell you is about the ring for this mandala, which if you want to use, crochet it with mercerized yarn. Well, with this type of mercerized yarn, the ring should be smaller, about 20 to 25 centimeters. But the ones I crocheted with needle thread, the ring ended up being about 32 centimeters, so I used a 32 centimeter ring. Now this one is with single needle macrame yarn, which, once we crochet it, it becomes clear how big the ring needs to be. Alright, to properly start our crochet project, I will firstly make a magic ring, and then within that ring I will make one single chain. You can make 3 chains as a double crochet base, or like me, use the yarn over and hook from the inside. You pull the yarn, crochet these 2 together, then crochet the next 2 together as well, and that's it. I crochet 1 double crochet, then I make 11 more double crochets next to it, so there will be 12 double crochets in total. Of course, I started crocheting with this number 2 hook, but you can also do this with a 1.5 millimeter hook, and of course, if you want to crochet with fine mercy yarn, you should use a size 1 or 1.75 millimeter hook. You can crochet with that too. Okay, that's 2. 3, 4. Now crochet 8 more so that you have 12 double crochets. See? My dear friends, I made 12 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That's 12. After I've made the double crochets, I pull the center yarn so the ring tightens, and then I carefully come to the very top of this first stitch. I gently take these 2 loops that we had created here and securely fasten them. This is done right above this same initial first stitch. Like this, I meticulously make a chain, and then I try to neatly tuck this excess yarn inside your beautiful work, making sure it's hidden. Okay, I make a chain, and now I want to yarn over around this stitch. Around my crochet hook, I will now crochet a front post double crochet around this very next stitch. A front post double crochet, which is also known as a FPDC. I make a chain. Once again, I carefully go to the very next stitch, and then again I make a complete front post double crochet stitch, like this, a front post double crochet, a chain, and then the next one again. In this way, I crochet all the stitches as front post double crochets. Front post double crochet, a chain. So all the stitches are front post double crochets, and between each crochet a single chain. Okay, look dear ones, I have crocheted 12 front post stitches. After crocheting the last stitch, I make a single chain and then slip stitch into the top of the very first stitch I made here. Now I come with another slip stitch into the space where I had a single chain, and I start from here. You can make 3 chains as a double crochet, or like me, use the yarn over and hook technique. From inside this single chain space, crochet a double crochet like this. This will be the first double crochet. Now, we want to make a cluster stitch around this front post that we had here, using 5 half double treble crochets together. Yarn over twice, insert the hook around this first post and yarn over. Crochet it in 2 steps. Hold the last step. Yarn over twice, insert the hook. Do it again. I need to repeat this 5 times around the same post. This is the second time. See, I crocheted 2 steps of it. I hold the last step, yarn over twice, insert the hook.